This is Captain Tom here. I am a U.S. Coast Guard MMC Master Mariner, and I'm going to be showing you how we can track our friends in the Mini Globe race in 2025. So I plan on having some other videos in the future as things come up with this race. So if you like this content and want to learn a little bit more about things that come up, please punch that subscribe button and the like and set the notifications, and you'll get everything free of charge. So at the time of this video, the 5.8 fleet is in Portugal and they're doing sea trials. One of the events is a sea trial, about a 600 nautical mile trip to the Canary Islands, and they will be departing on February 23rd of 2025 to catch all the right currents and weathers in the different parts of the world. So let's get right into it and how we can track this. So the technology uses something called AIS. AIS has been around for about 25 years, maybe 30 years, and it is a set of communications between satellites and boats, ships, and land-based stations that can tell us the location, heading, weight, name of all the vessels in the world. As a captain, I've used it quite a bit when I've been a muddy water captain on the Mississippi, when I've encountered barges, particularly when there's locks to go up and down or rivers to go up and down. The other area where I've used it a lot is on the St. Mary's River. You're able to see your traffic, what's coming, even though you may not have radar. It's not the same as radar. It gives you the heading, the weight of the boat, the course, and other details about the vessel that you're meeting that are often critically useful. So what we're going to do today actually is install a way to view all of the vessels on the Earth from your smartphone or from your Android phone. While there are a number of apps that work well, the one that I have found and I used personally is something called Marine Traffic. It is available both on the iPhone and the Android. I also can call it up on the plotter on the vessels that I captain. So I'm going to go ahead and work with that, and you can choose to use something else. So what you see may be slightly different in terms of searching, but the map should be the same. So I have found that this app works really well on an individual mobile phone or iPad, and I keep that with me even though I have it up on the plotter. From the Play Store or App Store, depending on your platform, go and search on the words AIS Maritime, and the Marine Traffic will come up quite easily with that search. So after some installation and registration, and again, this is a free app, so they shouldn't be asking you for money, you'll get a nominal screen of where you're at, depending on whether you have your location on or not. Your device location, that is. So you can then filter down to the vessel of interest. I'm going to choose our local hero vessel Little B of Dan Turk. Dan is a local of ours from Thunder Bay. We're actually at Wayzata Yacht Club in Minnesota, but we sail with Dan and his crew up on Lake Superior often. He's a good friend of ours. We're going to be watching him. So also there are other members of the fleet. If you look at the link, you can find out what other boats are in the fleet and track them as well. We're going to be tracking Little B, so I have filtered to Little B here. You can either go to the area of the world that you think Little B is in, and then do your search from there, or you can do it right at the top level, right from here. And what do you know? We see that Little B is out for a little spin off the coast of Portugal. So let's take a look at and see what other stuff that Little B is probably going to be up against out on the big ocean. Here's some other traffic, what it looks like. As you can see, it'll tell you what the course is, the name of the vessel, and some things. Some of the items, some of the details are locked for the premium version of the software to track Little B and the Mini 5.8s. We're not going to be needing that unless you want it. Also, that has to be programmed in. I'm not sure if all of the participants are going to be programming in all of that information. But here you go. So you can see that around the Strait of Gibraltar, it gets quite busy. There's going to be a lot of traffic there that Dan and the fleet is going to have to watch for. But most importantly, we're going to be able to watch the fleet and Dan where they are at any particular moment. Now, it may not always be quite up to date because it uses the particular type of database that it uses. It may be an hour or two late, but it'll be pretty much real time. So there you go. Go ahead and get this set up on your phone or your iPad. I found that it really doesn't work that well on the desktop, but that's all right. And we'll be watching the fleet and Dan, especially for us here at Wayzata Yacht Club. So one other quick thing I want to add that'll add to the experience here is another link. It's called earth.nullschool.net. It is a NOAA, and that's a National Oceanographic Atmospheric Administration Service, U.S. government. It's free, and it will show you winds of the whole Earth. And we can, when we're looking at Dan and the other fleet somewhere on the Earth, we can see exactly what the winds and the pressure differentials are at whatever moment of time. This is also something that'll be really fun to watch as they go around. And this is just accessible on the web. There is no app or anything you need for this. If there are any comments or questions about anything, please let me know in the comment section below. And again, if you haven't subscribed, please punch that subscribe button and get your notifications. And the like also helps it so that this gets some visibility in the YouTube algorithm. We want to have lots of people see this fleet and a very epic journey around the world. So thanks for watching, and especially good luck, fair winds and dry bilges to our friends in the Mini Globe Race 2025.